I love myself some video game compilations, and in today's video I share with you 10 game compilations that you can get on current consoles. I love when companies produce and offer their backlog of classic video games, and there's a wide variety out there. There's several that are still available, and in today's video I'm going to share with you my favorite 10 that you can still get. You're going to have your favorites. I know I have mine. And so, these types of game compilations are popular with collectors. Many of them are on physical. 9 of the 10 that I share today are on physical. And I'm going to explain why these have made the list. So sit back, relax. You may want to grab some popcorn. Here we go. First up is the awesome Castlevania Anniversary Collection. And this is a compilation of some classic Castlevania games. And if you grew up with these like I did, you are going to love it. It includes oddities, including Kid Dracula, and it also includes the import versions as well. Very sweet to see that. And this has awesome games in one fantastic compilation. And it's on multiple platforms: Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Switch, and Windows. There's physical releases for the Switch and the PS4 versions offered by Limited Run Games. And so, this really is a fantastic collection. If you are a fan of these types of games, as I am, it really showcases how powerful the Castlevania action platformers were in the 80s and 90s. And oh my goodness, tons to enjoy here. A wonderful collection. Equally as impressive was the Contra Anniversary Collection, and it has some of the awesome Contra games from the 80s and 90s as well. And maybe you're more of a run and gun gamer, then this collection is for you. And like the other Castlevania collection, it is offered on several platforms: Xbox One, PS4, Switch, as well as Windows. And this is going to take many people back. Yes, the Konami code works. It was kind of cool to input that. The first try, got it. Yes, still have it. And so, this is just going to take many people back to the days of playing their Nintendo Entertainment System, playing one of the best games released on the console. As many people, I rented this forever before owning it in my collection. And this is just a great one. But maybe you're more of a Super Nintendo fan. Well, you got Contra 3 on here, and it's got outstanding visuals and tough as nails gameplay. But this is really the sweet spot. Konami knew exactly what they're doing these collections, and both deserve to be on the top 10 because they're fantastic. There's not a lot of fluff. There's excellent games here. Check them out. Well, maybe arcade games is your thing, then look no further than Capcom Arcade Stadium. This is a fantastic compilation of over 30 arcade games: Windows, Switch, Xbox One, and PS4. You can buy the whole package for $40, but it's on sale typically. But there's also subsets that you can pick up for a lot cheaper. This is an amazing collection of some of Capcom's best. And it has one of my favorite games of all time, Ghouls and Ghosts. And I play this on a regular basis. It's a great presentation of this arcade game. There's lots of display options, save states, there's challenges. There's some neat things that they made in this collection to make you just go back and play a game over and over again. I highly recommend it. I did a whole video dedicated to this, and the link will be below to that as well. This really is a year for Xbox, and they made one of the best collections for Halo, and that's the Master Chief Collection. And it started off a little buggy, but it's really solid now. And so you have several different Halo games all represented here in one nice bundle. There is so much gameplay here, whether you want to play solo or you want to do the multiplayer. This has it. I mean, if you're a Halo fan, you must owe it to yourself to play this collection. It's also on Game Pass, so it's available for Windows and the Xbox One Series X and S as well. And I really am a huge Halo fan, and so I'm really excited about the new Halo coming out. and actually going back and playing some of these, getting ready for the new campaign. So really nice to see that they've offered such a wonderful collection. This is a must play. There are a ton of Mega Man Legacy collections. I kind of cheated here, and this is Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2 in a compilation for PlayStation 4. I know that this is offered on several platforms, and this is the one that I like, as it includes all the Mega Man X games, which I think are amazing. And so you might want to go old school. They have a compilation for that. You want to go with the Game Boy Advance games, they have a compilation for that. So, you know, you pick your favorite Mega Man compilation, as they made several. This is the one that I like, as I am a big fan of the Mega Man X series. I'm not the greatest at these games, but they have fantastic graphics and challenging gameplay that makes you want to keep coming back for more. And so, yes, I think that Mega Man deserves to be on this list, as I think there's some of the best classic run and gun games out there, and you're going to find your favorites with modern features. This is a great compilation. If you like Sega Genesis, this is a collection for you. It's fairly affordable. It was on Windows, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, and it's 50 different Sega Genesis games all in one collection. Now, I know there was some initial reports of bad lag, but it has been updated since then. And is it perfect? No. But for the price, you know, collecting some of this original software right now is really ridiculous when it comes to prices. So if you want to go a legal way of getting 50 Sega Genesis classics, many are going to be the favorites that you grew up with. This is an awesome collection. I grew up with Sega Genesis. I have the original hardware. I'm telling you, this is a good collection. I do enjoy playing it. What I like about this collection is it includes several B-tier games that you wouldn't necessarily think of Sega Genesis, but are on this compilation. And these are the games I really enjoy and appreciate. Game Ground being one of them, arcade port. And it is a fantastic game to play on this collection with some challenges, achievements. You are going to enjoy this version. Check it out. An overlooked compilation is SNK's 40th anniversary collection. You know, SNK was really an arcade powerhouse before the Neo Geo, and this shows it. It has a lot of their early classics, as well as many console versions of the game. I love that you can play either or, and you have fan favorites such as Crystallis and, you know, Kari Warriors. You know, I remember playing that quite a bit in the arcades. So it's neat to see some of these overlooked arcade classics all in one nice bundle. There's some obscure shooters as well. If you're looking for a little different compilation, this is for you. One of the better compilations of all time is Rare Replay. 30 of their classics going back to the ZX Spectrum, Nintendo classics, N64, and it's just an amazing compilation that spans a wide timeline. And so you're going to have the games that you remember Rare from, and you're going to enjoy them. You know, Perfect Dark's on here, amazing. And so the Banjo-Kazooie games, Jetpack, even a remake of Jetpack, and oh boy, there are an awesome collection and assortment of games. And so, you know, just showing a couple here, Battletoads being brutally difficult as it is, but it's awesome. And so this is on Game Pass, so you can play it there. But a physical copy of this is dirt cheap, and you know, I think you are going to love this collection. I think it's one of the best. You know, it's got a fighting game, Killer Instinct Gold. Played quite a bit of this on the Nintendo 64 back in the day. What I really like about this compilation is the excellent presentation. They have like kind of a theater theme to it, and all the games play excellent. This is a must play and a great trip down memory lane if you grew up with these games. Even though there's just 3 games on this collection, Super Mario 3D All-Stars still is 3 great 3D Mario games. And so you are going to remember playing these games, especially if you're a Nintendo fan. Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, which is kind of a favorite for GameCube fans, and Super Mario Galaxy, which I was a big fan of. And so, yeah, going back and playing these on the Nintendo Switch, if you can find a physical copy, you know, it's just one of those things where I wish Nintendo wouldn't have limited the release of this. I understand that, you know, they're kind of pulling a Disney here, but, you know, if you can find a copy of this, this is a good collection. You know, I kind of wish Nintendo offered more games on this, but the 3 games that are offered here are well done. You are going to relive your childhood memories if you grew up with these. I think it is a good collection of Mario games. I just wish there was more, but it still deserves to be on this list. No, I did not forget about Atari, and Atari released the Flashback Classics collection on the Switch. This was broken up into different collections on the Xbox One and PS4, and known as the Atari Vault 1 and 2 on Steam, as well as the Atari VCS. But it has an amazing assortment of classic Atari arcade games, not just the home 2600 ports of games, but it has that as well as Atari 5200 games. So it's really neat that it includes the Atari 5200 and 8-bit games, as sometimes those are overlooked. This is a great collection. I prefer the Switch one because it's kind of an all-in-one collection and it's fairly affordable. Check it out. There are a few honorable mentions that I need to talk about. Good game compilations, not my top 10, but definitely they're pretty solid, and there's going to be fans out there that enjoy them. First up is the Neo Geo Pocket Color Selection Volume 1, and this is on physical for the Switch. This collection is cool because it's got some additional features in it. It shows kind of a render of some of the physical releases, as well as some screen options. I think this is a great way to experience Neo Geo Pocket Color, especially if you have a Switch. Next up is Turrican Flashback. I did a video on this. I think this is a wonderful compilation. Only 4 games, but it's got the classics there, the ones that matter, Turrican 1 and 2, and Mega Turrican, which is my favorite. I really think this is a solid compilation, and if you're a fan of the Turrican series, you can't go wrong with this one. It was a budget release here in the States, and you can still get this. Also for PlayStation 4, I do believe, and so that's it. That's my selections for great compilations of games. What are your picks? I know that there's others out there, and I know you're going to mention them. So, have you played any of these? Are any of these your favorites? Please comment below. And as always, I want to thank everybody for visiting my channel. I had a lot of fun with this one. I hope it helps you find out what's out there. Let's keep it positive. Thanks for visiting. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you have a great day.